So after the kombucha has been poured out from the main reservoir, the yeast will continue to ferment the sugar in the tea, producing carbonation. This is done usually when it's left at room temperature in an airtight bottle or container. This is an excellent time to infuse your kombucha with any additional flavors that you'd like. Growlers work best for second stage fermentation because they seal tight enough, but the rubber stopper allows a little bit of air to escape to avoid explosions. That said, it's still a wise idea to burp your bottles, so just open them every once in a while to release any pressure buildup from the gases if they're left for more than 3 days. After approximately 1 week, your kombucha should be ready for second stage fermentation. Do a taste test, and if it tastes ready, you can decant it. Taste is personal preference. If you like the tea a little stronger and more acidic, then let it ferment a bit longer in the main jar. Have your clean, sanitized growlers and any flavoring items ready. See the next lecture for flavoring. Do this over the sink. Gently pour the kombucha from your main reservoir into the growlers, with the flavor ingredients already added to the growlers. Fill the growlers almost to the top, leaving only a few centimeters. Do this slowly as not to disrupt the SCOBY so much. Continue filling the bottles until there are only a few inches, about 1 to 3 cups, of starter liquid left in the main vessel with the SCOBY. Seal your bottles and store them in a warm, dark place for 2 to 5 days, after which you can move them to the refrigerator. Brew a new batch of tea and add it to the existing starter liquid and SCOBY. See the section First Stage Fermentation. For every new batch you make, you will need to have some starter liquid left in with the mother. This just means that when you decant the kombucha, be sure to leave some of the already fermented tea in the main jar with the mother. I usually leave a few inches, like 1 to 3 cups. Flavoring is optional, so you can skip this step if you'd like and just decant the kombucha for second stage fermentation without adding any extra ingredients. The naturally occurring sugars in the fruit and other flavoring ingredients will make your kombucha even fizzier. You can use fresh fruit or juice concentrates, ginger, food-grade essential oil, and syrups to flavor it. Add the flavoring to the bottles before decanting the kombucha into them. Fill the bottles, seal them, and then store them in a warm, dark place for 2 to 5 days before moving them to the refrigerator. Although some argue that this is unnecessary, I like to dilute my kombucha with carbonated water. After second stage fermentation is complete, I drink my kombucha by adding half kombucha to a glass and half carbonated water. I also add ice to my kombucha. I find it amps up the carbonation a bit more. You can use kombucha as a healthy substitute for soda or alcohol. You can drink it in the morning on an empty stomach, and you can share it. I bring my kombucha to parties, potlucks, and other gatherings, and if people like it, then offer them SCOBYs.